Okay, hold on. Treyarch designer answers questions about the movement in Black Ops 7.
I'm going to answer some of your questions about
What am I
movement
reading?
in
What do you
Black
mean,
Ops 7
Andrew?
multiplayer. Okay, what was the overall philosophy for movement in Black Ops 7? So I'd say the overall design philosophy for our core movement in Black Ops 7 was to pull back a little bit based off of where we introduced Omni movement last year. Also, we've removed tack sprint by default.
I love
with
that.
We've increased our base movement speed, but you can take a perk
Oh,
if
yeah,
you still
Andrew.
want to tack sprint. So that's kind of the philosophy, is pulling back a little bit, so not everybody's quite as aggro. But if you want to play that way, we've got opportunities through our perk system. We saw some big movement and jumps in the trailer. What does that mean for gameplay in Black Ops 7? So what you saw there specifically was our kinetic jump. That's specific to our co-op campaign. Those are not in Black Ops 7 multiplayer.
Oh.
What we do have in Black Ops 7 multiplayer is a refined Omni movement with the addition of wall jump. Is there wall running in Black Ops 7? What about jetpacks? No wall running. We do have wall jump. I can run up to a wall and I can jump off of it. And there's no jetpacks. The technology isn't quite there yet in 2035, and that's where you are in Black Ops 7 multiplayer. Can I chain wall jumps? Yes, you can. Right now, we have it capped at 3 wall jumps, but to be a little more...
Spitting in someone's direction 10 feet away while staring them down and smirking after is basically the same thing. I think you're fucking high. I think you are high. That's called the mind game, bro. Honestly, I commend Dak for that. The fact that Dak got that, if Dak's intention was to rile that dude up, and him spitting on the ground 10 feet away and looking at him made Jalen Carter spit on him, I commend Dak. That's called good mind game right there. That's called winning the mind game. That is a job well done. Yes, bro. You cannot spit on another player, especially QB1 Dak Prescott before the game even starts in the opening night of football. Like, it's
more specific on that second and third jump, you're going to lose a little bit of momentum. So that first one's going to be powerful, and then you'll lose a little bit of momentum on that second and third one. We want to make sure that people honestly aren't ping-ponging around the maps. We do have some really cool opportunities built into our maps, some of which you'll play in the beta. All that said, we're looking forward to getting this out into beta.
I cannot wait for the beta,
hearing
chat.
your feedback.
COD next, end of the month. I can't wait.
In multiplayer.
Have they announced where it's at yet?
Core 66
like actually announced?
The team has been having a ton of fun with them in our co-op campaign, and we are.
I am at the Rangers game tonight, yes sir.
They may show up in our 20v20 mode skirmish. All right, so no double jump in midair.
I am going to COD next. Yep.
Shipment ? Wrong studio. Can we get some Black Ops 2 remasters that we've never had before? Yeah, you can. Okay. And that was it for me today, answering some of your questions on Black Ops 7 multiplayer. If you happen to like
Not
this,
officially, but
more.
everybody knows it's at Vegas. Well, I'm not going to say where it's at, but I'm excited to go to COD next. Zuma update, the Zuma World Cup needs to be postponed because Call of Duty decided to break the game. One of the hardest things to do was finding a date that's good for all 16 teams. Hoping we can do that again. I'll keep you guys updated on stream when I'm live. Damn, bro. So wait, so how is the game broken? Tom was telling me yesterday you can't use perks. Like, is the game like, is it like broken like that? Like it's unplayable? Ninja and Flak don't work. Damn. Well. Yeah, I mean, Dead Silence not working is definitely game breaking in this title, so. That's not ideal. That's not ideal. Damn. Well, hopefully it's fixed soon. I was looking forward to hopping on late night and trying to cast some with Tom tomorrow. Once again, guys, I fly to New Jersey in the morning. Let me make sure. We have my grandpa's surprise 80th birthday tomorrow. So I'm flying in. I was going to fly in today. I stayed here for Rangers night. And I got a very, very early flight to New Jersey to make it home for the surprise party. How was Hawaii? Rayon. Hawaii was amazing, man. Thinking what Dak did is okay is wild, but I'll let it go. Bro, I think you're so wrong. It's not even funny. I'm not sure if you're rage baiting or if you truly believe this, but Dak staring at Jalen Carter and spitting on the ground and smirking 10 feet away is a million times different than Jalen Carter spitting on him. Enjoy the family time. That's the goal, bro. But I'm still going to be streaming, man. Don't forget about me. I'm still going to be live, GTA RP. I'm going to get as many hours in as I possibly can. It might be some late nights. My mom takes off work a couple days when I'm home. So once again, I'm going to prioritize time with my friends and family. This is probably like the least I've been in Jersey in my whole life is this past year. Like usually I'm there for at least a little bit. This is the least I've seen my friends and family. This is my second time going home since Christmas. So I went home like once in 9 months. I am not doing the meet and greet. No, I think it's the COD team. Going to Maui in November is in. Any recommendations? Which area, Apollo? I have my wife addicted to watching you and Tom in GTA RP. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, bro. But damn, bro, this sucks, man. I can't believe the game is broken like that. Where will Nastie end up? It's my assumption that he's going to be on Boston or Toronto Ultra. And challengers like the bum he is, he only made 4 grand finals this year. Just can't justify picking him up over a proven winner like Slasher Skies Arcides Priesta. Yo, Reverbs with a tier 1 for 3 months. Welcome back to Zin City. Enjoy the offseason and downtime. Y'all were on camera a lot this year. Hey, bro, there is no offseason for us, man. I'm a full-time content creator now. I'm a full-time streamer. You know, the offseason doesn't really exist anymore, man. Yeah, he was trolling, guys. He's being sarcastic. He's being sarcastic, guys. Oh, hell yeah, Apollo. Kihei Cafe is great for breakfast. If you can get a reservation at Mama's Fish House, I would do that. You gonna rent a car? What's the first food you get touching down in New Jersey? Well, we're having like a family barbecue, so whatever is gonna be there, I think there's gonna be ribs and. Hell yeah, Lanky. Yo, Lanky, welcome back for 2 months. Oh my God, Golden Kappa train incoming. Ladies and gentlemen, Golden Kappa train incoming. I'm gonna repeat it one more time for good measure. Golden Kappa train incoming. No, we haven't had a Golden Kappa in a long time. The treasure train is a little, you know, we get them sometimes, but the Golden Kappa train, not so much. You ever been to Ruts Hut? I don't think I have. New optic video? What's the optic video, Dane? I find it crazy Nastie hasn't been linked to more teams. I remember seeing rumors about him going to Gentlemates, but they're getting Ghosty and Sib. Now Rokkr is targeting, they're targeting Slasher or Skies, not Slasher and Skies. While Nastie is up for grabs, Cloud9 or Koi maybe. I'd love to see him end up on Boston with Cammy, Purge, and Snoop, but I can't help but feel if that happens, Nastie will be getting shafted, even as a Boston fan. Yeah, I mean, Nastie's in a bit of a tough spot. Like, he's not going to land on as good of a team as his teammates. When is the process dropping? I can't say. I can't say. Activision's whole strategy, esports related otherwise, is basically if we can't control it, we don't want it. Steven Spielberg really wanted to direct a Call of Duty movie. He's a gamer and plays COD. He pitched his vision to Activision, wanted Final Cut and full control over production. Activision got spooked and then sold the rights to Paramount where they have more control. Damn. There was almost a Spielberg-directed Call of Duty movie. Yo, chat, listen up. We got 2 minutes to start this Golden Kappa train. If anybody's got a Prime. Hold on, let me tweet. Live. Golden Kappa train incoming? I might have waited too long. Damn, bro. We fumbled a Steven Spielberg Call of Duty movie? Yo, this is kind of crazy, man. I can't believe Spielberg wanted to direct the Call of Duty movie. They really saw the director and producer of Band of Brothers and Saving Private Ryan and creator of the Medal of Honor video game series and said, no, we want the people who famously destroyed Halo fandom. Shouldn't be surprised. Realistically, this decision just cost them less, and that's good old capitalism. Yo, this is crazy. This is a potential big fumble. Sometimes Reddit is spot on, dude. I'm the biggest Reddit fan when they're not riding my cock. I fucking love this Reddit. Zim, we need some shoulder rolls to Chris Lake's Toxic. Okay, I hear you. I can't believe it. Spielberg said no to Cardi B being in it, and that was enough for Activision to say. Yeah, bro, I don't know, man. This is kind of insane. Spielberg really wanted to direct this movie. I don't understand the obsession with recycling the same players. Baseball over football? Well, hopefully we can get a TV in there with the Chiefs game on. You know what I'm saying, Andrew? You still in here? You know what I'm saying? Andrew, can we get that Chiefs-Chargers game on a television in there? Yo, Super Cat would have gifted his second of the channel. Super Cat, much love, bro. I appreciate you. Was he good at throwing tees at the Mavs game? I have no idea. Yo, Gator with a tier 1 for 29. Just got the last BDA drop, wearing it out tonight. Hell yeah, Gator. Hope you enjoy it, bro. Pretty much the title. I'm not going to witch hunt or name drop since everyone knows the players I refer to. But it blows my mind how these same players get gifted spots and are recycled every year by these stupid orgs. It's a scam, and yet these teams fall for it every time. I'm not going to act like I'd be a better GM than the goofball running G2, but that team has a ceiling of top 8, and that's being generous. Dude, once again, I don't think it's so hard to form teams that you're like, what roster will you say it doesn't have a top 8 ceiling besides Mamba Craze? People who never competed will never understand how talented most of these guys actually are. Yeah, I just think player stock is a lot different than community stock sometimes. Now we have some top-tier talent available from Halo, the game that has produced some unreal talent in CoD. Instead of teams taking gambles on a high upside, they sign low-ceiling, guaranteed first-round exit players. See, I don't think... I don't know. I'm not saying Rokkr is forming a fucking top 3 roster, but Estriel and Kremp, I think, is a decent start with where they're at right now. I don't mind Slasher or Caesar getting another shot. Once again, I feel like, especially Caesar, I feel like there's like extreme recency bias against Caesar. Slasher had a good start. I just think, my thing with Austin is I just think Austin kind of needs to like take a back seat now and like allow his SMGs to go rogue, because like I just think we're at the point with how quick these games are, how fast paced, you have to let your team make mistakes. Like you can't, like you kind of have to be like, oh shit, Kremp just overchowed and lost us that hill, whatever, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? If Black Ops 6 plays like Black Ops 7, why would you pick up Skies? I mean, listen, I just think that Gentlemate's roster was really bad, and then I think Caesar did not fit into our Optic team. So, like, I don't know. Like, if there's everyone's saying, "Wow, there's so much, talent coming from Halo," then they're all going to be in challengers. So if you don't think, how are you always getting a golden Kappa? Hey, this is my first golden Kappa in a long time. I don't remember the last time we got a golden Kappa. And chat, we got a minute on the golden Kappa if anybody's got a prime or anything. Treasure trains we've been getting pretty frequently though. Nepotism. Oh, never mind. Is everywhere just called friendship cheese in the COD scene. They might not all be blood related. See, like, this is where I disagree with this friendship league narrative. I don't think it's a friendship league anymore. I don't think Skies is like friends with Loony, Kremp, or Estriel like that. How is that a friendship league if these guys aren't even friends like that? I don't know. Like, I truly think this is like the least friendship league the league has ever been these days. Like, literally. Hilarious. TJ ends up on a team each year. He's genuinely useless. He was good this year until they tried to get Kenny and failed and had to get Rex. I think at this stage in Rostermania, Tej is like a must-get player for a lot of these teams. I truly think that. If I'm Tej, I'm putting him with like some young up-and-coming talent as well. You think Lunars gets another shot? I actually have no idea. Hey, chat, let me see those golden Kappa emotes, ladies and gentlemen. Minnesota Rokkr new head coach. Day one Rokkr fan here. As an org, Rokkr has not made top 4 since spring 2023. I'll be emailing G2 in regard to my interest in becoming the head coach of Minnesota Rokkr. The current coach has been doing his best at probably something, but it's time to turn this org around. As for me, I'm a peak plat player, but I vow to create a roster of absolute dogs and take the boys back to Sunday. If you are a veteran, your line will not be banged by me. I'm trying to think about what I want to say here. Because, like, I do think Loony is doing his best with the cards he's dealt. Like, they're obvious. Like, these guys obviously don't have budget to go out there and convince, like, some talent that you would truly want to try and secure to come play for them. Like, last year's roster, who did they start with? Nero, Gio, Estriel. Who was the fourth? What up, Ryan? And Paul? Dad chat, what's up, bro? How are you? Yo, chat, were you guys tapped in a nade shot last night? I was watching my boy, man. I downloaded that green app just to watch nade shot. Too Swift, what's up, bro? When you hop into the city, Fat Tony, can't wait. Probably soon, bro. He was watching football, bro. Yeah, but during the weather delay, I had Matt up and shit. Halftime, I was in there. Everyone on here, including me, has been saying Loony should go for 3 years. I'm sure the owners see this criticism on socials, but it seems like they just don't care about being a mediocre/low-tier team in the CDL anymore. They've accepted it. It looks like they don't want the hassle of removing another coach like they did with Saint, not to mention the past 2 years they've picked up last-minute rosters. Rokkr has a much bigger issue than just coaching. Would you do a deal like that? Please. 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 Yeah, I don't know. Listen. I just think, like, I like using D-Real as an example here. D-Real went from a world championship coach to last place. I don't think D-Real is a bad coach, but I do think there's only a certain amount you can do in the CDL with certain teams. So I don't know. I'm not defending Loony, but I'm also not going to, like, jump on the holy shit, it's a Loony problem. Like, bro, I team with Dan. I've known Dan my whole life. Like, Dan is not a stupid guy. He does not have a bad Call of Duty mind. He has a good mind for Call of Duty. Like, I don't think it's possible for him to be a bad coach. D-Real got carried by Sender and Hydra. Okay, if you put Sender on Gentlemates this year, do you think they're better than what they were? And this is an honest question. My answer is no. You're saying coaches are useless? No, I think good coaches can elevate teams, and like I think coaches at the top level, like I think at the super top level, when we're talking between like Optic, Thieves, FaZe, Ultra, like I think good coaching is giving you like we're talking about very small percentage at the top level, if that makes sense. Like sometimes the difference between Optic beating Thieves is like a 1% difference, or FaZe beating Thieves is a 1% difference. Does that make sense? So I do think a coach can be the difference at that level. But I do think, like, I think if you go put Damon and JP on last year's Gentlemates roster, I don't think there's much improvement. No. I don't think coaches there would have transformed a team that won 2 or 3 times into a top 8 or a top 6 team. I don't think so. Do you guys agree or disagree? Okay, I'm glad we're on the same page. You don't think a coach can take a team from top 10 to top 6? I mean, bro, the difference between top 10 and top 6 is a lot of wins. It's a lot of wins at this level. I know poverty franchise, but we just released everyone from Rambo down. I know playing in Vancouver is a huge disadvantage competitively. I've not seen any news on the team for Black Ops 7, and at this point, I'm ready to give up and move on to another team. Has anyone heard anything about what the actual is going on? What do coaches really do aside from schedule scrims, lead VOD review, etc.? I mean, I would say the VOD and like the game ideology is like the most important part, right? Like seeing where you lack, watching other teams, and like seeing what you can implement into your own gameplay. Right? Like there's really, yeah, I mean, managed personalities is huge, right? Like I do feel like one of the main points as a coach, in my opinion, is to make sure that everything stays objective and nothing gets personal, and you don't let like animosity build between players. I feel like that's very important. I'll let Sender know you think he's absolute dog piss. No, I think Troy's a good coach, but once again, you put JP Krez or Karma or Troy or Crowder or RJ on the 11th place team, like I think there's only so much they can do. Like I think even if they can make a positive impact, it's going to be so minimal compared to like making champs or competing for tournaments. At the end of the day, the players' opinions on how they should play is pretty much final say. I mean, usually the coaches and players are on the same page, bro. I mean, very rarely do you have like a big disagreement in how the game's supposed to be played. And there's 4 players on a team, you know, you have 1 or 2 coaches, right? If 5 people want to play one way and 1 person doesn't, well, then that 1 person needs to be like, okay, all 5 of these guys want to do this. I have to do it. You know what I'm saying? You think accuracy gets another shot coaching a team? I think Lamar should definitely get another shot. As in, why is Nastie not getting talked about? The guy is him. Listen, Nastie kind of drew the short end of the stick. I mean, he is not going to be on a team like his teammates are. I'll tell you that. I think he's going to end up on Boston with Cammy, Purge, and Snoopy. I think it's a solid landing spot. It's probably not exactly where he wanted to be after having such a good year. But I think that's the reality for him. I think his best bet, if he had the option, would be Ultra. I mean, I think taking Insight spot is probably what he wants to do, but I'm not sure if they'll do that. Calling Nastie him is insane. I mean, I think Nastie's a good player. I think Nastie's a facilitator. Yeah, Ant's throwing the first pitch tonight. I want to see what the comments are saying on this. He's basically saying these motherfuckers are added up and we all know it. It's so strange how every org owner asked seems to support a model where challenger teams can compete with CDL teams, but we still don't allow it. Listen, man, it's my opinion that every event should be a pro-am at this point. All right, like I feel like I've been shouting this from the rooftops for too long now. Fame on the butterfly effect of the Karma versus Fastball 1v1. Oh, Jesus, man. Hopefully they fix this. Hey, let's go green wall. Jesus, the top 10 worst grand finals performances in CDL history? What the hell? This is some bored shit. This is some bored shit.
How to teach a rookie one skill, it would be using your left stick.
But yeah, maybe just how to play the game also, that would help.
I'm probably just saying having good comms and knowing when to rotate and whatnot. You know, the good plays.
Just try to keep a good mindset.
If I teach a rookie one skill, it would be discipline.
Patience.
Win a bet? Nah, it's not stuff.
Teaching a winning mindset to a rookie, but that's fine. Just keep that one, bro. That one's god awful. Ridiculous.
Don't play for stats.
Don't get complacent.
I'm allowed to say the game 7.
I think the only stat I feel
Oh, this might piss me off. I'm watching the Gunless documentary and realized that he was definitely the second best player in the game after Kenny. Then I realized who was the top 10 in that game. The top 5 was relatively Kenny, Gunless, Slasher, Zuma, Octane. Who would round that out? Dude, you know what? I'm about to start watching Optic World War II VOD. I may go on a generational Optic World War II VOD watch party. Just so you guys can fucking know the whole story.